to get to the volume profiles by request. We'll get into some more chatter later near the opening bell. But first, we got to get to Spiffy Duffy and Ignob because they gave me both a bullish and bearish chart. So let's check this out. Team, Spiffy's looking at team. All right, so team is a bullish looking chart. We got over the point of control. I also like this thin zone here in team. So I'm looking for an upside here at 160. Wow, if we can get through this thin zone, 161 in TEAM. Ignob is looking at ALB, and I see the opposite because we have a thin zone to the downside here. In ALB, we have it's a mini thin zone. It's not as exciting as team, but we are getting through that. We closed below this node. I'm seeing a downside target of 247 in ALB. We're going to bring on Mark Sebastian. Mark, anything looking good for an options trade? Team to the upside, ALB to the downside.
Team has been one that has been on my kind of list of stocks for a while in terms of movement. The earnings were really bad, but the stock has seems to have found a floor. Had a nice little doji with some follow through yesterday, and the implied volatility is way below realized, which means options are relatively cheap. What's your upside target here?
The upside target here in team, we're looking at, wow. I mean, if we go through this thin zone, 160, that's a stretch. So let's stick to 144.33. That would be the first logical target.
144.33. I love it. All right, let's buy the December 23rd 140 call. That's going to be about $6. And we can sell I really like a butterfly here, but I'm not going to do a butterfly because that will confuse people. And we'll sell the 155 call. We'll sell the 155 call at $2. We'll pay a net of $4 for the 15-point vertical. Pays out better than 2 to 1. But the way the upside curvature does develop, it would make a very, very good bullish butterfly if someone wanted to create one.
All right, well, Yoderman in the chat is saying, I guess I look like a genie. Vaz, will you grant me 3 wishes? If one of your wishes, Demand, is a trade, we just got one out of Mark for team. Mark, can you repeat that trade one more time for our lovely viewers?
Sure, it's the team, December 23rd, 140, 155 call spread for less than $4.
Okay, and we got a trade out of Mark, but it doesn't stop there because Mark has some big money flow he's tracking, kicking things off with Unity Group as the stock lost around 20% in just a week. What were you seeing in, I love this ticker symbol, UNIT?
Yeah, this is one you and I were looking at yesterday on Trade the Close. If you're not a member of Trade the Close, you should be because you're missing out on some really interesting stuff. Yeah, this stock has been kind of face punched over the last few days. And here we are, a trader is buying for next Friday, the December 6 calls for 25 cents, 7,000 of them traded on the day, 6,000 in one block. Pretty bullish, pretty near dated. I think you and I kind of like this one as a little play, as potential play on Unity getting at least a little bit of a dead cat bounce. So we're looking at the unit, December 16, 6 calls. They were 25 cents. I like it.
Okay, so we got a little bullish action flow on Unit. Moving on, you saw some juicy flow in Griffin Corporation. What do you see here?
Well, this one does not appear to have the face of an eagle and the body of a lion because they are thinking this thing is going to drop. They were buying the January regular 32.28 put spread. They bought 10,000 of them for about $1.05, looking for a nice move to the downside in Griffin Corp. That is the GFF 32.28 put spread. I've not seen this one before. Had a really nice bounce on earnings though, and just kind of has been like sitting in place for a while, not doing very much. So somebody appears to think that the next move is going to be lower.
That's weird. I don't really know this stock. Is this a stock that So,
No.
see, I love when a weird stock kind of gets across big money flow. What is this saying?
Right.
Obviously, someone knows something.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those that does not trade very much, and
Weird.
we got a pretty big put spread there. We had some Fed put buying as well. It tells me that they do not. They think that this thing is heading lower. This was in April. This was a $17 stock. So you got to wonder after this nice run, it's up 100% since April, whether they're thinking some profit taking is going to happen.
So, Mark, they're a manufacturer of garage doors. So
Mm,
I guess we're bearish on
exciting.
garage doors.
Well, you know what? That's exciting. Garage doors are exciting.
They are exciting.
So,
Yeah,
yeah,
I probably want to buy some puts on garage doors too. All right, so seeing that we have this unique flow in something like Griffin Corporation, garage door manufacturer, and Unit, what are you seeing
yeah.
for piggybacking any of these flows?
Well, I bought a couple. You and I were talking. I bought a couple of those unit calls
You did,
yesterday,
yeah,
just because they
yeah.
look fun. There's another one that I spotted that is really weird. That all this paper went up at the very end of the day. All right, and I was talking to Volk and a couple other people about it. I dropped it in Profit Revolution, the flow. I'm going to be taking a hard look at that one during the Profit Takeover show when I'm on with me and my option bro Andrew. We're going to dig down into one more name that I think maybe is going to have some sort of very near term breakout higher. And I mean big breakout.
Whoa. So we got two
Mm,
money flows. You're
mm,
saying there's a third
mm.
money flow that you're going to
Yeah,
unveil.
there's a tease. There's a tease. You got to stick around.